Making headlines this morning, new attacks erupting in the Middle East despite the ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran. Now the table is set in Pakistan for negotiations. The U.S. team, led by Vice President J.D. Vance, also includes Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner. As Washington correspondent Margaret Chadbourne explains, this weekend's meeting is likely to determine whether the ceasefire holds or collapses.
President Trump is lashing out against Iran, posting on social media, quote, "This is not the agreement we had." He's warning Tehran to keep traffic flowing through the Strait of Hormuz and not charge tanker fees, adding they better stop. The U.S. and Iran now under pressure to turn a fragile truce into something more lasting, with delegations set to meet in Pakistan Saturday. The Strait, which handles about a fifth of the world's oil, is at the center of the dispute.
And what they give is the straits are going to be reopened. If we don't see that happening, the president is not going to abide by our terms.
New tensions in Lebanon could also complicate talks. Israel continuing strikes against Hezbollah after deadly attacks earlier this week that killed more than 300 people. From Washington, Democrats are pushing back on the president over escalating threats, while most Republicans stand by his approach.
He's been terrible with the wheel. The threats of total annihilation were, beyond the pale.
Well, I think the fact that we're having the talks this weekend is a big win.
Iran is also insisting Lebanon be included in any ceasefire deal, a key disagreement heading into talks. And as the strait remains largely closed, Americans are feeling it at the pump. Gas prices now around $4.16 a gallon, up more than $1 since the war began.
We need to have a negotiation so that we can keep the Strait of Hormuz open and actually get the price of gas down.
That was Margaret Chadbourne reporting. Political pressure continues building as House Republicans block a Democratic effort to limit the president's war powers. However, Democrats are expected to try again next week when Congress returns from recess. Of course, we'll keep you updated on any new developments both on air and online. Meanwhile, Georgia drivers continue seeing a little relief at the pump thanks to Governor Brian Kemp suspending the state's fuel tax. That measure was passed on March 20th and will remain in effect through mid-May. The average price for gas in the Peach State is about $3.73 a gallon. In our viewing area, Chatham, Candler, Jenkins, and Screven counties all top that state average. In South Carolina, the current average is now $3.87 in our viewing area. All four counties, Beaufort, Colleton, Hampton, and Jasper, have prices that are slightly higher than the state average. Well, in about 30 minutes, an organization that has been making a difference in the lives of students while honoring the legacy of a woman whose life was cut short in a tragic crash will again provide financial support for some of our future leaders. You are taking a live look right now from the Savannah Golf Club, where the annual Abby DeLoach Foundation's luncheon will soon get underway. This year, 28 local students will receive award money during the event, making this the largest scholarship class since the organization's inception in 2016. WSAV's Evan Smoke is at that luncheon. He'll bring us more coverage beginning on First News at 4. You can also watch my full interview earlier this week with Abby's father and the foundation's founder, Jimmy DeLoach, on our website at wsav.com/Community Corner. Looking ahead, next week, the life of a longtime educator and state leader will be recognized in the hostess city. On Monday, a road naming ceremony will be held for the late state representative Edward Mickey Stevens. The event starts at 10 a.m. in Savannah State University's Student Union Center. Representative Stevens served in the Georgia State Legislative Delegation and was also a teacher and coach for several decades at Savannah High School. The public is invited to attend.